Alright. We are finally back Genshin after a while. Or sort of a while. But, the Fontaine event involving Freminet. I think I'm saying his name right. Hopefully, no problems, everything like usual. And I might as well update on something because 4.3 special program dropped the other day, and they announced another event coming up involving Freminet. It's going to be in Fontaine. Which means, hopefully sometime before that event, or during, as I wait for the whole event to come out, I will be probably doing story quests soon. Hopefully more frequent, too. Because I definitely need to do Nervalet's and Farina's as the top two I need to do. So I might skip over Dea's for now and the other ones. But definitely I need to get to Farina's because, of course, makes sense. Because I have beaten the Archon quest, so everything happens post Archon quest. Dawning's next week, so I will be covering that at some point during that week. I also will be covering this week's the story mission for this week in Destiny, probably like Monday or either late Sunday or Monday, and then we'll go from there. Other than that, let's get into it. I think I showed that I had Freminet already. The Freminet we know from the Archon quest, the Freminet we know post Archon quest. Alright, I don't know why I re-locked onto that quest. I'm trying to do this one. Let me, turn up for myself. Oh yeah, this is also going on, which I may cover that a little bit as well. Maybe at the end of this. This one I don't think is that long, this is another short event, but it's like kinda important, so.
That can't be right. Oh, but what if they're real after all? No, that can't be. But what if there's a chance?
Greetings, miss. Is there something that's bothering you?
Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm Della Roche, the representative of the Fontaine Fishing Association. How can I help you?
We received your commission request. Oh yeah, there was like some point, I forgot if it played during a part I already streamed, or just played off stream, but there was a thing that Paimon said we got a commission, so.
Oh, so you're adventurers! Oh, finally, someone has heard my prayers.
Paimon could tell you were really bothered by something. Don't worry, you've got two super experienced adventurers right here. We'll take care of anything and everything for you as long as you pay us a little bit of mora.
Oh, you are exactly the helpers I need. See, the problem is that the fish around a fishing spot at Araneus have just all up and vanished recently. They disappeared too quickly for it to have been the work of human anglers. As the representative of the Fishing Association, I had planned to go and investigate the area right away.
But
Right, but unfortunately, as the representative of the Fishing Association, there are a few other errands that I absolutely have to run. So
you'd like us to investigate the spot for you?
exactly, you're right on the Mora. So I thought I could delegate this work to you. Are you two some kind of prophets, knowing exactly what I was going to say like that? Or maybe like the oracles you read about in fairy tales?
Nope. We already told you that we're adventurers.
Yeah, we're just really experienced in this kind of thing, that's all.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'll get a good night's sleep knowing the two of you are on the case.
But don't we just need to investigate the missing fish? It really doesn't sound too difficult.
No, you mustn't let your guard down. As the representative of the Fishing Association, I have good reason to believe that the fish have gone missing due to an encounter with the water imps.
Also, she says Fishing Association one more time, I'm gonna smack her, because Jesus Christ, she says it so much. Not that I advocate for hitting people. Just so you know. Just, goddamn. Water imps?
Yes, you're both Outlanders, right? Our local fairy tales often speak of a terrifying underwater creature called Thelxie. The story our parents would tell us was always the same. If we went to the water alone, then we'd be snatched away and eaten by a water imp called Thelxie.
A child-eating water imp? Did they tell you what it looked like?
My father would always describe it as a beautiful, multicolored snake woman, while my mother said it had a handsome face. It's really strange, though, because you'd also hear other people describe it as just a chubby penguin with a deceptive appearance.
Why does this sound similar to what like the Clee thing that we did a while back?
Even though the tales vary regarding its appearance, everyone agrees that it's really dangerous. It lives in an underwater cave surrounded by pallid bones and uses its sensitive nose to track down lonely children who've lost their way. And once it finds a child, it uses its alluring singing voice to lure them into the water before swallowing them whole. Pretty terrifying, isn't it?
Sounds kinda scary. But isn't that pretty normal for a fairy tale? After all, those kinds of stories are usually made up to help keep children away from danger.
But what if the fairy tale was inspired by a real-life tale? Just like how a water vein always has a source.
Do you have any concrete evidence?
Well, I wouldn't call it evidence per se, but I've heard some rumors lately. They say that someone recently saw a child walk into the water as if he was possessed by something. Doesn't that sound just like he was responding to the call of a water imp?
So you mean someone really got eaten by a water imp?
It's all hearsay, so it's hard to confirm. But still, they all say this happened on Irenaeus. That's no laughing matter if you ask me. Both the Opera House and the Fountain of Lucine were built there, and the sources of many water veins can be traced to the island as well. Combine that with the mysterious mist, the huge tree with expansive underground roots, and the rumor that the fish-heps on the island can understand human language. Is it really so shocking that an island so shrouded in mystery could harbor a terrifying water imp as well?
Why does Paimon feel like you're pulling our leg? You're just piling on the rumors now. Still, if someone's really been hurt, then we can't just ignore the situation, right, Traveler?
We'll go check it out.
Oh, marvelous. Then I'll just mark the stretch of water on your map. Don't forget that no matter what, safety always comes first.
Also, I'm not good at fishing, by the way. If that's just so you know. Wrong thing. Oops. I'm so used to Honkai, like, where you press the D-pad, or the big pad in order to open the map. So... Also, I don't know if I'll ever stream Honkai Star Rail. I'll just say this, though. I tried for Silverwolf and... Or I'm still trying to get Silverwolf and the new character, Agenti. I got Bailu, which is everyone's calling her Chi-Chi of Honkai.
Is this the stretch of water Delaroche was talking about? It looks really peaceful. Huh? Look, there's some footprints over there.
But yeah, hopefully I can pull one of them. And then same, hopefully I can pull Sino, because that's the current banners right now. I have too many water characters, so I'm going to wait on Ayato, but I want Sino. For several reasons. If I can hit the prompt. There you go. The footprints extend all the way into the water.
These look pretty fresh. Did the water imp get someone again? Let's look around and see if we can find anything else. Wait! Did you hear something just now?
Yeah, calm down, Paimon. Gurgling noises can be heard coming from the water. The noises grow louder and louder, until something emerges with a loud splash. Hey!
What is that? Don't come any closer!
Paimon? Traveler?
Oh my god, this is so weird seeing him, like, just walking around with the helmet on. I have him already, but I never actually seen him walk around with that thing on. Freminet?
I'm sorry. I forgot I was still wearing this.
Freminet!
Freminet.
Paimon, are you okay?
Paimon nearly mistook you for a water imp. Thank goodness it was just you wearing your helmet.
Huh? A water imp?
We're investigating a water imp called Thelxie. I think that's how she said it.
Thelxie, you say?
Hey!
How surprising.
Huh? You know that name too? Or do you know someone else is trying to investigate the water imp?
No, I think our situations are probably unrelated.
Then could you tell us about what's going on with you?
Sure, if that's in order. I know the name because of one of my employers. She noticed the clockwork penguins I brought to the workshop and contacted me through the shop's owner. She has commissioned me to make a special toy. Following her request, I've named the toy Thelxie.
Huh? But isn't it a little creepy to name a toy after a water imp? Wait, hold on! Freminet, you never take commissions from other people!
Yeah, but, she made a special request, but out of respect for her privacy, I can't really talk about it. It's alright though. She'll be coming over to check on my progress shortly, and I'll just tell her that you're two of my trustworthy companions. Hearing that, she might be willing to share some information, and you'll be able to continue with your investigation.
Huh. Even though you seem a little cold and reserved sometimes, you're still really considerate. Our target isn't necessarily the water imp, though. We're primarily here to investigate the disappearance of the fish.
The fish?
Freminet nods slightly and seems lost in thought after you tell him about the commission from the Fishing Association. Suddenly, his breath catches in his throat.
I think I may have connected the dots. These past few weeks, I've been taking Thelxie for underwater testing every day. The pressure testing makes a lot of noise. So, all that about the disappearing fish? Well, it was probably because of me.
So that's how it was? That actually makes a lot of sense. Wait, so could that mean the child we heard about who walked into the water was also...
Just Freminet preparing for another day of work. Also, I'll say this also when I do Fremina's story quest, but I'm gonna say this now as well. If there's any point where Paimon does not seem like normal Paimon, if she seems totally tone deaf sometimes, I think it's because of the translation of Chinese to English of the way Paimon is supposed to be portrayed, because during the Archon quest and during apparently Farina's story quest, I haven't done it yet, but I've heard from others that Paimon seems tone deaf sometimes, which is really weird. But in other languages, she seems fine, so I wonder if there's like a weird translation error.
Yes, I think that's quite likely as well.
So in the end, it was just Freminet. Paimon spent all this time imagining what a water imp from the fairy tales might look like, and it all turns out to be just a hoax.
I'm sorry. It sounds like I've created a lot of trouble for everyone else as well. I'll try to finish this commission as soon as possible. Once I'm done, the fish should come back.
Don't worry about it. It was just a misunderstanding. We'd be happy to help. Is there anything we can do?
Thank you.
Actually, how much work do you still have left, Freminet? Maybe we could lend you a hand.
Thanks for offering. But I can't trouble you any more than I already have.
Hey, it's no trouble at all. Didn't you just call us your trustworthy companions? Companions are all about helping each other, you know?
But don't you need to report back to your commissioner?
Nope, that's not how it works. See, Paimon's got these commissioner types all figured out, even though we were just tasked with finding out why the fish had gone missing. If we tell them now that it was all just a misunderstanding, you can bet they'd just immediately hand us another commission to help them get the fish back.
Why does she sound so nasally there for a second? What the hell? Yeah, we're just really experienced in this kind of thing, that's all.
Exactly! So if we can help you finish up your work and get the fish back, that would save us an extra trip!
Is that what you'd like to do as well?
Yeah, I think Paimon's right. Rarely.
Huh. Alright, I'll trust your judgment. Please follow me. I've made a makeshift camp over there. I've stored Thelxie in the tent. He can respond to some simple verbal commands. You can try calling his name and see if he'll come over.
Whoa, sounds pretty advanced. Let's finally give it a try. Hey, Thelxie, are you there?
What the hell? I'll check that out in a minute. Also, cool thing about, Frina, when you activate her skill, you can, there you go, you can walk on water. So we have another water walker here that doesn't need ice. As Adea needs the healing anyway.
The show begins!
Little penguin. House of the Hearth, huh? Ah. Aww.
So that's Freminet's version of Thelxie. It's also penguin-shaped, just like Pear.
Yep. Had Thelxie lived in Penguin Town, he'd probably have become great friends with Pear.
What? What? I'm so confused. Where's Penguin Town?
It's not really anywhere famous or important. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Thelxie. Nice to meet you. Do you know how to say hello?
So can Thelxie talk?
I wanted to install a language output module, but due to time constraints, I had to give up on the idea. As it stands, Thelxie can only output messages that were pre-written into its motherboard. I haven't given him the ability to convert those messages into discernible words, so he can't really talk to us just yet.
No need to get so technical. So basically, you want us to help you complete and install this language module, right?
No, there's no need. That wasn't one of my employer's requests. It was just something I wanted to try. I have 2 other things I'd like your help with. The first is to do some integration testing on Thelxie's motherboard, to make sure he will be able to function properly in most situations.
That doesn't sound too hard. And what's the other thing?
The other shouldn't take too long either. You'll need to find Thelxie some colorful shells and coral, so I can craft a weapon for him.
A weapon? Will Thelxie have to fight?
Mm-hmm. Thelxie will need to be able to charge forward with a weapon in hand, like that brave prince of legend. It's a part of my employer's request.
What an imaginative employer! Naming Thelxie after a water imp, but wanting him to look like a prince?
Well, regardless of his role or species, Thelxie's purpose is the same. Just like Pear, he has come to this world to serve as somebody's companion.
Whoa, Thelxie just said something again! Could he understand what we were just talking about?
He can react to certain key words, but unfortunately, due to the lack of a translation module, he still can't quite communicate with us.
Also, I think the stuff we're gonna help him out with is gonna be the mini games that we get from this.
That's a pity. But anyway, the most important thing right now is for us to get to work. Maybe let's start by doing some testing on the motherboard. That sounds like something we can do here in the camp.
Sounds good. The motherboard is on my workbench, so please follow me.
Yep.
Here we go. I have this testing manual, so feel free to reference it if you get stuck. Want to give it a try? It's okay if you don't succeed immediately. I've got a lot of backup boards just in case.
I'll give it a try.
Okay. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out. Please give the testing a try. The motherboard's on the table there.
I know. Minigame time. Oh, wait, what the hell? Oops. Huh. Is there any corner ones? Oh, I see now. I see now.
You're doing well. Just as I expected.
We've taken on a lot of similar tasks before, you know.
Then let's move on to the underwater part. It's just as I mentioned earlier. We're after colorful shells and coral. Oh, speaking of which, you're both already pretty used to Fontaine's underwater environment, right?
We're pretty much experts now.
Okay, that's good. Just let me know if you ever feel uncomfortable. I'll make sure to stay right by your side.
Right. He doesn't have to worry about the Primordial Sea anymore. That's all taken care of. Fontaine's story is probably the best Archon quest so far. Especially, like, Falsalor being a freaking genius. And Freminet being the best actress ever. Oh, what the hell? I didn't even see that before. Grabbing this. Oh, interesting. I wonder if this is a quest or something. Not gonna talk to anyone because I'm doing the event. I can't dive yet. That's not what was trying to do. Is there a explodey boy around here?
It should be right over there. We'll be able to find something that'll help us with our search.
Actually, I don't know if I ever I ever dive on stream? Because, like...
This is it. We call this thing an echoing conch. It can detect special reflection waves in the water to help us with all kinds of underwater exploration and excavation efforts. Here, try it.
Because I don't know how streaming stuff is gonna react. Also, before I do that, I'll do some mining. Also, this like swimming mechanic's a little finicky, but if you can get the hang of it, you're good. The only thing I'm surprised they didn't implement is Freminet cannot change elements when she's down here. And what I mean by change elements is change from light to dark, or like dark to light, or the opposite.
Did you notice any interesting places? The echoing conch should have detected some just now. Let's go check them out. Alright, these should be enough. Let's head back to camp. Thank you for staying out here with me all this time.
I wish I could go a little faster, but I can't. Some characters can, but Freena's not one of them. Freminet just has like a cooldown, like the ability cooldown for like this is shorter with her. Ooh, I went way too far. Oopsie. Let's make this faster, actually.
May I present?
I'll grab the chest and stuff later.
How brilliant! Ah, Freminet, you're back. I thought you might have been out diving.
I'm sorry, Madame d'Estray. I must have kept you waiting. I can report, though, that the construction of Thelxie is going quite smoothly.
There's no rush. I'm your employer, not your supervisor. And these two are...
Oh, they're two of my trustworthy companions. They're here to help me work on Thelxie.
Yes, I see. I suppose it's only natural for someone responsible like you to have some reliable friends.
It's really nice to meet you, Madame d'Estray. Are you Freminet's employer? Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Greetings, my new friends. Just call me Zuria. You are both so adorable. The sight of you reminds me of little fairies under a cottage roof.
Interesting.
Oh, do you really think so?
Do I look like a fairy too? I mean, kinda, if you think about it, if we had our wings still. And yes, if you don't know, in the beginning of Genshin Impact, the glows that you see on us were white, and we had wings, and we had our own unique sword, but we lost all that. And that's one of the reasons we're on this journey, besides finding our sibling.
Of course. If my child had friends like you, then perhaps he wouldn't have become so obsessed with the tales of water imps. And I wouldn't have had to trouble Freminet here with this commission.
Obsessed with the tales of water imps?
Ah, so you don't know anything about my request yet? I would have thought Freminet had explained it to you already.
Well, Freminet told us that it was a private matter, so he didn't want to just share it willy-nilly.
I see. So Monsieur Freminet is even more discreet than I had thought. As you are assisting him with the project, I believe it'll be beneficial for you to learn more about its vision and history. But it would be quite impolite of me to simply pile all of my troubles on you without your permission. So, would you like to listen to my story?
Sure, you can tell us anything. You've already said nice things about us, so we'll try our best to help you get through your troubles.
Ah, what a lovely little fairy. Then let me think of a way to put my situation into words. I'm sure you're already familiar with the tale of the water imps, right? Simply put, parents came up with a story, painting water imps as scary abductors in an effort to convince their children to stay away from the water. My child is rather special, however. While most other children are terrified of Thelxie, he's infatuated with him.
Infatuated? With a water imp? What a brave soul.
Yes, he told me that he thought the water imp might have just been misunderstood. In his mind, instead of singing to abduct children, the water imp actually sang out of a longing for companionship. As a result, he often goes near the water in secret.
Huh. So he wanted to become friends with the water imp so it wouldn't be lonely any longer? What a unique way of thinking.
Kind of like the Onis.
Thank you, little Paimon. He indeed has always stood out from the crowd. He was actually diagnosed with loneliness syndrome when he was only 8 years old.
The hell? This reminds me of the whole, like, story of the blue and red Oni back in Inazuma. Pretty much if you do Ito's story quest, you'll know what I'm talking about.
It's a type of mental disorder. Those affected by it often feel extremely lonely and lose interest in many mundane activities. The syndrome is probably what made him so determined to become friends with the water imp.
Oh no. Is it a very serious disorder?
If you were to become afflicted with the disorder, Paimon, you would only be able to say less than a fraction of the words you're saying to the traveler now.
Damn.
No! Paimon won't accept that! We would have to find a doctor to help cure Paimon. Paimon has a 2,000-word quota for daily conversations with the traveler, and she won't settle for a single word less!
The
Jesus.
family doctor has already begun to treat my son. But since the disorder is rare, there aren't many good regimens for treatment. He's also developed some new symptoms lately, such as uncontrollable delusions.
Huh? Uncontrollable what now?
Uncontrollable delusions. To put it simply, he can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality, and spends all his time in his fantasy world.
Then what is he seeing in his fantasy world?
It's a dream that he often mentioned to me when he was younger. I've compiled what I could understand of his recent rambling. It goes a bit like this.
Once upon a time, there was a splendid and magnificent water kingdom of water imps on the Salaka? I don't know how to pronounce that. Plain 500 feet beneath the surface. Countless lovely water imps lived in houses made of rainbow shells and corals, tending to sea animals during the day and singing between fields of golden talga during the night. Everyone led carefree and blessed lives until the day of the iridescence parade, the important festival during which the new king would be crowned. Before the festival, all the water imps would select the most precious pearl they owned, wrapped in golden branches and leaves, and offer it to their most beloved prince. And during the day of the parade, the prince would cross a rainbow bridge made of all the offered shells and accept the crown from his father, and amid the applause of his subjects, finally the new king would bless everyone with his well wishes. And as for the prince's name, it's none other than Thelxie.
Amazing! Your son came up with all of this? He really crafted a lovely fairy tale world for Thelxie. It's like a beautiful dream.
But perhaps no beautiful dream can ever last long. You see, the story ended with a twist.
The day of the iridescent parade came as expected, but countless monsters also arrived alongside the prince. The monsters were evil and cruel, and they struck fear into all the water imps' hearts. The water imps, adept at singing as they were, could not defend themselves against the monsters, so the kingdom fell and the king was killed. And the water imps were locked behind bars. The rainbow bridge lost its color and crumpled away. The prince was barely able to escape with the help of a mysterious masked individual, but he had lost everything and could only spend his days singing mournful songs. And just as the prince sang out of loneliness, so could his song only be heard by similarly lonely children.
How could the story end like this?
Jesus.
That kind of fantasizing what caused your son to develop his loneliness syndrome?
Jesus Christ.
Well, it'd be more accurate to say that it was the syndrome that caused such terrible delusions to manifest. But in any case, the biggest problem is the patient eventually loses themselves to the fantasy world of their own creation.
What do you mean?
My poor child can no longer differentiate between imagination and reality. He's begun to see himself as Thelxie.
Perhaps in his mind, the loneliness he felt became the same as that of a prince who lost everything he ever loved or stood for.
What? So that's what you meant by uncontrollable delusions. Then we have to help him snap out of it.
Alas, most of the time he acts as if he can no longer sense or interact with the real world at all. I've had several discussions with the doctor, and we think it is best to try to guide his fantasy.
Guide his fantasy?
He once wanted to make a picture book of his imaginary world, but since the disorder progressed too quickly, he never quite got past the first page of the book. If we could use this book as a breakthrough for his condition... Here, you can take a look.
Ah, so Zuria's son also saw Thelxie as a penguin. Oh, he looks so sad.
What we should do now is help him complete this picture book. However, we'll lead the story to a different ending. One where the Water Imp Prince is eventually able to restore his kingdom with the help of his friends. We'll need to chase away his loneliness and sorrow, and let him perceive a world full of hope again. That's what I mean by guiding his fantasy.
But if we just need to finish the picture book, why does Freminet need to make a Thelxie as well?
Because we need to treat the book's story seriously, as if it's a history of things that have really happened. We'll need to go on a journey like Thelxie, and help him regain his crown and country. But my child can no longer go on a journey of his own. This is why I commissioned Freminet here to craft a Thelxie, and then I'll paint the journey with this Thelxie into the picture book.
Ah, like a stand-in for your son! Paimon's starting to get it now. Oh, you really put a lot of thought into this, Zuria. Paimon still has one question, though. Where will we be able to find a Water Imp Kingdom?
There are some ruins on the seabed of the Salacia Plains. I've already asked Freminet to research them for me. We'll be able to use one of the ruins as the kingdom.
Sorry if you heard a bunch of clicking, that was me muting and unmuting. But, okay, so it's called Salacia Plains.
Oh, so we'll just need to act out a performance of, a brave journey through the Kingdom of Water Imps. As long as we chase away the monsters in the ruins, it'll count as chasing away the monsters in the Water Imp Kingdom, right?
Sadly, no. We won't just be putting on a performance. It's just as Zuria said. We need to take this seriously. And the only way we can take this seriously is if we choose to believe everything that's happening is real.
So we'll be playing it straight? Or, making it a fully immersive experience? Oh, neither of those really sound right. Well, either way, we'll still be able to help, right?
I'll try my best.
It's all right. There's no need to get that serious. It's not a big deal. I believe in my son. We can just see this as him wanting to stay asleep for a bit longer, because he's so enamored with his dream.
Jesus.
Zuria.
Keep your spirits up, everyone. If we were to look troubled, my son is sure to become anxious as well. I should be heading back right about now to check on my son. We temporarily moved to a place on the hill over there, so my son will have a better spot to convalesce. It's not far from the water, and there's also a great view. Feel free to come find me if anything urgent comes up.
Understood. There's also one last thing. Since these two friends were able to help me out, I've made some more progress on Thelxie. I estimate that he should be ready sometime tomorrow.
That's great news. I must thank you all. With that in mind, How about we meet here in 2 days' time to head to the Kingdom of Water Imps?
Sounds good.
All right, everyone. Let's meet again in another 2 days.
Zeria sure is a brave and optimistic lady. Freminet, do you think her plan will work out?
Let's discuss that over by the tent. There were a few things that I didn't bring up because the Madame was here.
Can't do the minigame yet.
What is it, Freminet? What did you want to say?
If you don't mind me asking, I would like the two of you to mentally prepare yourselves.
Mentally prepare ourselves? For what?
This is the first time that you've met anyone with the syndrome, right? I know you two are both really strong and will do everything you can to help the child. But with the syndrome being the way it is, if things don't quite turn out as we wish, I hope you'll be able to accept the outcome and not put too much blame on yourselves.
Freminet, why do you bring this up all of a sudden? Didn't we just promise Zeria that we'll be optimistic about everything working out?
It's not that I'm not optimistic. It's just...
You know this illness really well.
Ah, so that's why you looked like you knew exactly what she was talking about. Wait, Freminet, don't tell Paimon that you also...
No. Please don't misunderstand. I've never had it. I've just seen many cases of it at the House of the Hearth, back when we lived under the previous director.
Previous director? So before the Knave.
They say there are many factors surrounding the development of this illness. I've heard everything from hereditary factors and one's state of mind, to environmental factors, and even ley line disorder effects. Some even say it could be caused by contamination from god remains. And from the cases I've seen, there weren't many positive outcomes. In the worst cases, the patient could even pass away.
Jesus Christ, what the hell? Also the God Remains thing, that gets brought up so much, because I believe it was brought up in Inazuma once, and it was brought up in Sumeru. I don't know if it was brought up in Leeway.
What? It could get that serious? And here Paimon thought they'd just stop talking as much.
Yeah, that's just the nature of it. So if you'll find it difficult to cope with the worst case scenario, I would prefer that you back out right now. I don't want you to help only to feel like you failed.
Don't worry, I've seen all kinds of strange and different things in life. You got a point, I'll give it some thought. Yeah, we've seen a lot of things happen in previous regions, don't worry.
Yeah, that's right. Paimon's seen all of those things too. No matter how hard it might get, we won't be scared.
We literally saw... In Sumeru, well, I'm the only one that remembers this. My character, at least. Paimon doesn't. We saw literally... Nihida having to forget her previous self, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. And we're the only ones that remember that.
Really? Then in that case, let's see this real-life fantasy adventure together to the end.
Yeah! But Paimon has a question. If this illness can really be as bad as you've described, then do you really think Zuria's method will be able to help? After all, we'll just be using a toy as Thelxie and some ruins as the Kingdom of Water Imps. The whole adventure will only be turned into a picture book for her son to read.
Well, I think it should be able to do something. To harbor a fantasy means that the child wants to save himself somehow. The only reason he's allowed his dream kingdom to fall is because he's lost control of his heart. But if we can help him regain control and escape from the darkness, we'll be able to change his world. Like helping someone who's lost their voice be able to speak again.
Oh, Paimon sees what you're saying now. Huh. How do you understand all of this so well, Freminet?
Well, maybe because I've also had many of my own dreams in the past. I even had my own fairy tale world, much like that boy's. I was able to draw a lot of support from it, so I believe in the power of fantasy worlds.
So the penguin town you mentioned before, or mentioned, was...
So you remembered.
What Penguin Town? Why doesn't Paimon remember? Is that also a fairy tale world? Don't leave Paimon in the dark!
Suddenly, Freminet pulls out a diving helmet and puts it on his head. The embarrassment.
Hey, why did you put that on?
It's just one of my personal quirks. Please pay it no mind. Anyway, Penguin Town is a peaceful place with lots of penguin residents. They're all really good at making clockwork toys.
He's embarrassed and he doesn't want to show his red face right now as he explains this. Also, I've noticed, at least when I use him, I do use him sometimes, when he does his, like, attacks, he sounds very serious. So he can get serious when that thing's on.
And Pear is the town's triumphant hero, as well as the one who quietly protects the whole place.
Pear? But didn't you make Pear yourself?
Well, I often think that Pear only came to me because he realized how much I needed him. So it's not so much that I made Pear, as Pear chose me as his friend.
Freminet, are you sure you're not losing control of your fantasies as well?
No, I don't think so. I can still differentiate between fantasy and reality. I just believe that the fairy tale world of my dreams must also exist somewhere. It might just be hidden, which is why it's difficult to see. Or it will only reveal itself at very specific times.
Specific times? Like when you put on your diving helmet?
Yeah, that's the general idea of it.
Really? Paimon just said that because you put on your helmet.
Have you ever observed the surface world from underwater? It's as if you're viewing a whole different world from the outside. It's a very surreal feeling. Both alienating, but also as if you're being protected by something. I have a similar feeling when I put on my diving helmet. In those moments, it's possible to see some truly wondrous things, as if a fairy tale has become reality. It's almost like a sort of miracle.
Really? Like a miracle?
Now I want to try on your helmet too.
Well, if that's in order.
What the hell? If that's an order. Okay, I'm not gonna pick it, but I think Paimon's gonna stop me. Anyway. But, yep, that's an order. I doubt they also animated this as well. It would have been funny if, they actually made it where Aether or Lumine, like them with the diving helmet on. I'm just kidding.
Hey, don't you still time to work on Thuxley's weapon? We don't want to keep you from finishing your commission.
Right. I still have to collect some tools I'll need to craft the weapon. I've got to finish everything before tomorrow. Thank you for reminding me, Paimon. I'm sure there'll be other opportunities for you to try my helmet. Thanks for all of your help. I'll be off for now. Let's meet up here again in 2 days.
Oh, interesting. Part 1. Oh. It's like code, and it's like code on the bottom. Oh, whoa. Okay. What's kind of cool is how you can see Freminet without his, like his normal, like he has a diving suit on instead, and you can see him sitting there. Oh, how does this work? These are all the different, so these are all the different game modes. Start with this one. Go to challenge. Oh, they're all like right here. Wait till 2 days later. I do think he's gonna eventually be able to talk. Is Freminet still here? I don't think so. So she lives all the way up there, it seems. I wonder if I can go up there. I don't know if this is too far. I think it is. Oh, I know. Maybe not. So they either live here.
Who are you? I have a patient here who needs quiet bed rest. Please leave us be unless you have anything urgent to report. Who are you?
Oh, I think... I think that might be the doctor. That might be the doctor that is watching over him. Hence why that's a voice line. Okay, that's a fight area, so that's clearly not a house. But yeah, I believe that's the doctor right there that was talking. I like how I was like, come to us if you, which way am I going? This way. Come to us if, come up the hill to see us if you need us. Comes up the hill to knock on the door. Sorry, you have to leave. What? They said we could come see. Or check on him. There's like a separate tent here. I wonder if this tent disappears or just the game mode disappears and the tent stays. Okay, let's do this minigame for a little bit. There is a lot. Shit. Maybe? How the hell are you? What the hell? How do you change this? Oh, that's how you do that. Oh, I see now. I get it now. Okay, I thought you could only do... I see now. Okay. Oh, this is weird. Okay, I made that more complicated than it was. What? What? Oh god. This seems like it's gonna be a mess. A little bit. Can they cross? Unless I'm being dumb. Nope. Oh, I kind of see how to do this now. Kinda? What is this one? Oh, okay. Over. Oh, I see now. Okay. Okay, I see. What? Huh? Okay, I was about to say, like, how the hell did they do this? How they figure this shit out? I don't think this is gonna be as simple as I think it is. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. How is this working? Well, no shit. Unless... Aha! Oh, okay. Huh. Oh, come on. Thinking cap. Shit. Oh, did I just do it wrong? Did I just get them mixed up? Nope. That didn't help at all. Oh, maybe I'm just doing it. I'm just being dumb a little bit. Also, let me fix something real fast because something went awry. Let's see. There we go. Got it. Oh my god. Excuse me. Yeah, I thought so. Wait, what was the hint? Okay, that's all. That's right. It's all right. Ah, shit. I got all that. But that's not helping me. Two shorts. Okay. There we go. Got it. Did I do all of them? I did. Wow, I didn't realize. I'm smart. So there is 3 parts of this, and I will try to be doing them all on stream. That's all done, time to do this. Just in case, thank you. There we go. I honestly thought this was be a shorter event than I thought, but this is actually a longer event than I thought. Like, these events, all the challenges are unlocked, so I might as well do them. Oh, what the hell? They just grew there, apparently. Next. Damn it, I keep hitting the wrong thing. Just in case. Got that. Oh, I need the other thing for this thing. There you go. Got it. There we go. Now I have to do a time skip because I need to do that. In order to do that, I need to do the second story. 2 days later, huh? Wait, can I do something right now? I can! Okay, streamer luck. Go! Damn it, it's purple. God damn it. Damn it. No Sino yet. I may not get him, but Navia's coming, so I might end up pulling her. Wrong thing, goddammit. Where was everything? Over here. Apparently a thing inside here. Okay. I don't have a key for this. Figure that out later. Also, I don't know when this will happen, but it's possible in the future that Ganyu and Shinna will get outfits. How to do time skip time stuff.
Is your child feeling any better?
Thank you for your concern, Freminet. His condition is fairly stable. The family doctor said we might be able to take him out for a stroll today.
Surya, Freminet, we're here!
Seems like everyone's arrived now.
Not quite. Aren't we missing someone? But Paimon has a guess where he might be. Hey, Thalxie!
That's awesome.
Whoa! Thalxie's got himself a sword and a shield now. He's looking sharp.
Indeed. With his weapons in hand, Thalxie looks more formidable than ever. You've really outdone yourself, Freminet.
We helped too.
Yes, you really had a good eye for materials. Everything you found was high quality. Speaking of which, Zuria just told me that she wants to end the adventure with the coronation ceremony. So, could I also trouble you with finding some materials for the crown? You can just keep an eye out for them on our way to the ruins. I was planning to collect the materials myself, but then I realized you might be able to find some prettier ones than what I could get my hands on.
Consider it done.
Seems like everything's ready to go. Shall we head out?
Please wait a moment. I was just thinking. Since Thalxie has already shown us his brand new appearance, we may already be able to draw a new page in the picture book. What do you think?
Ooh, Paimon's excited now.
What should we draw on the page?
Why don't we use the story we know as a reference? Just make the atmosphere a bit less grim.
So we'll take out the sad parts and replace them with happier stuff? Sounds great to Paimon.
All right, I'll give it a try. I'm not very adept at drawing, but I've seen a lot of art during my work. Now, as far as the actual content of the drawing, please tell me what you'd like to see.
Let me think. We can draw the weapon. The prince has picked up the Sword of Courage and the Shield of Perseverance, which proves he has crossed the mire of doubt, and now is ready to wage war against the darkness.
Okay, I'll add the weapons. Anything else?
Paimon wants to give him some friends. Thalxie's got some friends by his side now, so he's no longer fighting alone.
Okay, I'll also draw some companions. Anything else?
Don't forget to add some color.
Color. Ah, color, yes, that's really important. The road in front of him now will no longer be just grayscale, but bursting with color and hope. Who would have thought the page could have become so inspiring? How wonderful. Splendid ideas, everyone.
Great! Everyone looks super pumped up. Thalxie most of all.
Are you seeing this, my son? Are you feeling inspired by this as well?
I'm sure he is, Zuria. And this is still just the first page.
That's right! Paimon can't wait to see the picture book when it's all finished. We should finish it as soon as possible and keep up the belief and hope in our hearts.
Mm-hmm. I'm starting to look forward to it as well. So let's get the show on the road and head towards the Kingdom of Water Imps.
Yay! Thalxie's fantastic.
Part 2. You arrive at the shore. Where are we? Oh, we're pretty distance away.
Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
I can't dive yet. There we go.
Look! Those are materials that we can use for the for Freminet.
These should be enough. I knew you'd have a knack for finding the best materials.
Oh, what the hell?
Whoa. Is that the entrance to the underwater ruins ahead?
Did not mean the active. I did not mean to do that. Whoopsie. I did not mean to skip his dialogue. Oh, pff. Oh wait, I wonder if this will work. Okay, not the way I thought it would. Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time, and don't get it, I'll try it later. I already messed that up. That didn't count. That was cool. I messed that up. F3. Get in the position here. There we go. Yeah, I didn't mean to skip the dialogue. Whoopsie. Unleash a shockwave at dealing physical damage to nearby enemies. Looks like water enemies. There's gonna be water enemies, so maybe no Freminet right now.
So these are the underwater ruins that Freminet found. They're pretty amazing, but still not exactly the kind that Paimon was imagining.
This is the kingdom of water imps, Paimon, not ruins.
Oh, yeah, Paimon knows. It's just... Paimon thought we'd actually see a fairy tale world. Like with the water imps' colorful houses and the Rainbow Bridge.
I'm sorry. I was hoping to put up some decorations, but ran out of time to do it by myself.
It's okay, it's fantasy time now.
Whoa, someone's already switched into fantasy mode.
Seems like the travelers already got the gist of things. You should do your best too, Paimon.
Don't underestimate Paimon. Paimon can flip the switch too. Now entering Paimon fantasy mode.
Why does that sound like something from Digimon?
Ahem. Young adventurers, 'tis Paimon, guardian goddess of this land. State your goals and intentions for visiting this nation.
We are the companions of Prince Thalxi, your Divine Highness. We have come to help him reclaim the glory that he has lost.
Oh, reclaiming your glory? Thy goddess here has golden glory, silver glory, and bronze glory. Which is it that the prince has lost?
Huh?
Did you break character, Paimon?
Not at all! This is the goddess's test! Ahem. From your responses, the goddess has concluded that you're all brave adventurers without the taint of greed in your hearts. As such, you are worthy of everyone's respect. So please accept the goddess's reward. The goddess will now bestow all 3 types of glory upon you. And as for this prince, the goddess will also bestow upon you the rainbow glory, so your future will always be filled with light.
My gratitude to your divine highness for such generous blessings. Power is now surging through every part of my body.
Me too. Is this the divine inspiration of legend?
All thanks to the power of Goddess Paimon.
Now, adventurers, forge bravely ahead and defeat the monsters that have taken over the kingdom. You will be sure to find that which you seek.
I see.
Please be careful, brave adventurers. Just ahead are some evil enemies that have invaded the kingdom of water imps. They're called...
Shit. Let me actually check something. Shit, I keep...
Heroes of the deep.
There we go. So he's using the Royal Greatsword. He has, of course, that. Wow, 3. Oh, he's with the hotel. Interesting. I did not know that. You know, I have him. Shit. Ha!
Those accursed enemies are back again. Your Highness, please show them what you're made of.
Nothing lasts forever. Right now, right here, emerge.
Can't see? I hear everything.
Freeze to the core.
Ha!
I condemn you.
Getting here. Going under. Frosted come. We're under attack again. It's a Lawitcher of the deep.
There's no need to fear, my friends. His Highness is so strong that even a diviniture of the deep would pose no threat to him.
Ow!
Bury you.
Oh, I see why we have. I see why we have Freminet.
Commencing cleanup. Prepare. Getting here. Frosted coming. Getting here. Prepare.
Come on out. Right now.
Can't see?
Flood of frost.
Ah!
With the wind!
Right here. I'm always watching. Emerge. Right here.
Ow.
Dead reckoning! Frosted coming! Pair! Frosted coming!
Damn, that timing.
It's finally over. So have we defeated the evil monsters and reclaimed the kingdom of water imps?
Yes, it should now be time for us to attend Thuxie's coronation ceremony. The only thing is, I didn't expect this to go so smoothly. I thought it would have taken longer for us to reach the heart of the ruins. It was my mistake. I should have told Freminet earlier that we would also need a crown.
It's all because the Traveler and Goddess Paimon were too strong. We just eradicated all the monsters in one go.
It's okay, Zuria. We can come back again once I've made the crown.
Then I must thank all of you again for taking the time. And you too, Thelxie, my child.
Thelxie's turning out to be a real expert at fighting!
I don't think there's anything that will be able to stop him. He's like a true prince now.
Huh.
Yes, I agree as well.
Let's head back to camp for now. I asked the traveler to search for some materials on the way because I want to make the crown as soon as possible.
We can add an update to Thelxie's fantastic adventures as well! Now that we've reclaimed the Kingdom of Water Imps, it's time for us to draw some new scenes in the picture book!
Thank you for the fast travel.
Zuria and Freminet, why don't we draw the new pages first? Paimon really wants to update the picture book.
Just want to see someone draw Goddess Paimon.
Hey, you didn't have to say it out loud!
No problem. I'm happy to oblige. Then in that case, the story today should go something like this. After overcoming many obstacles, Prince Thelxie and his brave companions finally arrived at the entrance to the Kingdom of Water Imps. At this time, the little fairy in the group, Paimon, revealed her true goddess form to her companions.
Woohoo! The goddess has arrived! She praised the companions for their purity, and to reward them, she bestowed upon them many blessings, and even prayed that the prince would be able to fulfill his goal.
Bathed under the goddess's glory, the prince and his companions charged into the bastion of evil, chased away the monsters, and rescued the pretty water imps from their imprisonment. The prince finally managed to reclaim his kingdom. But as for the crown...
Oh no! The crown isn't ready yet!
No. The crown was within the prince's reach, but the monsters took it with them as they fled. They haven't given up and are sure to return, but the prince is certain to reclaim the crown the next time they fight. The brilliant rainbow shall descend onto the kingdom once more.
Oh, and Paimon can almost see it all happening now! Whoa! The pages are beautiful! Zuria is really talented at drawing.
Thank you, everyone. We've also completed the second page of the picture book now. Thelxie's journey is one step closer to its end, and the promised coronation. My child, you'll also be able to brighten up when that time comes, right?
I'm sure he will, Zuria. Who knows? Perhaps the doctor will already have some good news for you when you get back home today.
I sure hope so, Your Divine Highness. Oh, Freminet, about the time you'll need for the crown.
Please don't worry. One day should be more than enough.
Ah, then I must thank you for your hard work. All right, let's rendezvous here in another 2 days' time for our final adventure, okay?
Sounds good to me.
And see you in 2 days, my lovely friends.
Alright, it's about time we start heading off too. You've still got some work to do, right, Freminet?
Yeah, I'll need to go to the city shortly to get some parts for the base of the crown. I want to try out a few different designs and choose the one that looks the best.
Freminet is really dedicated.
Yeah, Paimon knew that you didn't often take commissions from others, but Paimon had no idea you'd be so dedicated once you're on the job.
Well, about that, it might be because...
Because what?
It's because... I hope...
What's the matter? And what's with that look on your face? You're turning red, and it looks like you're about to run away and put your helmet on again.
Am I turning red?
He is blushing. Don't tease Freminet, Paimon.
All right. We won't bother you anymore for today, Freminet. Let's see each other in 2 days' time.
Okay, thank you. See you in 2 days.
See ya.
I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves.
Before I do this last thing, I need to check them. I'm saying if I missed any interactions. Ah, shit. Then I'm gonna do that. Let's go back there real fast. I don't think there's any interactions. I keep hitting the wrong button again. I don't think there's any interactions, but I might be wrong. Ooh, I can use trial characters. Give me a moment and I'll start soon. Just checking something. Oh, shit. Alright, let's see. Hydro damage. So I need to score some points.
Another test subject. Another test subject.
This dance is for you.
Care for the dance.
Share my knowledge. Everyone hold hands.
Care for the dance.
Another test subject.
Hey.
All eyes on me. Here.
Another test subject.
I hear everything. One thing after another. Keep up.
This dance is for you.
Care for the
With all my
dance.
strength.
Dance with me.
Make
The
yourself
show's
at home.
only just begun.
I see everything.
Care for a dance.
Good job.
Let my name echo in song.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Dance with the waves.
The Temple
Care
of
for
Wisdom.
the dance.
Another test subject.
Care for a dance.
Let's nip that in the bud. I'll bury you. One with the force.
Dance with me.
Everyone hold hands.
This dance is for you. With all my strength.
Care for a dance.
Another test subject.
Let the world collide. How dare you?
Hey.
Oh my god. Ah. I got the important thing though. I'm mainly going after the first thing, so I definitely need to get past 2,000. The electro dance nearby opponents. Okay, so electro and there you go. Oh, I didn't check the weapons they had. I just realized that. Of course, they're not gonna have their signatures.
Deflect. Here you are.
Torn to oblivion. Illusion shattered.
Scatter. A process of elimination.
Inazuma shines eternal. Shine down.
Flicker. Scatter.
Well, this one's going a lot smoother than the other one. Now look at the score already.
Well now.
Torn to oblivion. Illusion shattered.
Defract. process of elimination.
Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape!
Defract!
God damn, I'm going ham. Damn it, whirlwind field. Okay, so Hydro and Animo. Hey look, I got Freminet and Neverland working together.
Following orders.
Settle down.
That's following orders.
Lucky today.
Unsightly insects. The wind rises. That's following orders. That's following orders.
Lucky today.
Time to shine! Strike a pop!
Let the mighty be humbled.
That's close enough. That's following orders. That's close enough.
God damn, I'm just freaking rinsing them.
The tides beckon. Silence.
I'm getting
You are not.
Some target practice. Spread your wings and raise a star!
Disappear. Cry louder.
Where do you think you're... Your coming was foretold.
Unsightly insects.
Be sanctified.
Target practice.
Settle down.
Your coming was foretold.
I'm getting
Where the eat...
Let my name echo in some...
Some target practice.
How amusing. You dare to gaze upon me?
Your coming
Let the
was
mighty be
foretold.
humbled. Silence.
You are not now.
Some target practice.
Time to shine!
Your coming was foretold.
Oh, interesting. So characters that lose HP. Who sacrifices their HP for damage? Where's Cookie at?
Another test subject.
Let my name echo in song!
Bow your head. The tides beckon.
I'll settle this!
Look alive! Hi! You're dead meat!
Time to shine! Shower me with praise!
Settle down. Let the mighty be humbled. Silence.
Let the world come alive!
The tides beckon. Mantle down! Pay your dues. Be sanctified. Another test subject.
Time to shine! Shower me with praise!
Another... Let the mighty be humbled!
Jesus Christ, the points I have right now are ridiculous.
Bow your head.
Holy crap, that's a lot of damage. They have more HP than 50%. The character is no more attack charges that put in elemental skills deal. Damn, okay. So another sacrifice health for damage.
Strike a pose! Let my name echo in song!
Way now. Have a safe trip. Let's get a little chilly.
Time to shine! Yoo-hoo!
A moment, please. Stay cool and face your guilt.
God damn, bye.
Let's begin.
Let my name echo in song! Shower me with...
Let's get a little chilly. A moment, please. Stay cool and face your guilt. What now?
Out of my way! Our bond is strong!
Disappear! Let's get a little chilly.
Let the world come alive!
Let's begin.
Damn, that first one's the only one I didn't get all the freaking things on. You know what? Let's try again, but I don't only use these two. One sec.
Everyone help me!
Another test subject.
Welcome!
Another test
Sharing
subject.
my knowledge! Dance with the waves! Position!
Care for a dance?
Dance
with me!
Care
Care for a dance?
Another test subject.
Make yourselves at home! Hey!
Don't be a killjoy.
Game's up. Time's over. Care for a dance? Care for a dance?
Sharing my knowledge.
Another test subject.
This dance is for you.
Go.
Care for a dance?
Another test subject.
Here comes the catch.
Committed to memory.
Care for a dance?
Another job.
Make yourself
Dance
at home.
with me!
Everyone hold hands.
Another test subject.
Dance with the waves.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Sick of this.
Care for a dance? Care for a dance? Things are about to get dicey.
I see everything.
This dance is for you.
Positions.
Care for a dance?
Make yourselves at home.
Care for a dance? Quietly now.
I was messing up a lot at the end there, but it's fine. I have most of it done, basically. I got most of it done. There we go. How many? I'm at 95. And what does the story give me? 15. So I literally get this for just doing the story. Yeah, I might just skip. I don't know if I'll do Lenny's. I think I can, like, go past Lenny's, but I need to probably do these three. Definitely. Or at least Nervalette's and Farina's. Maybe Yoimiya, because, Yoimiya is shown to be in the quest, so I might do Yoimiya's. I'll have to see, because it really depends on what it requires, what the event requires. I also might do that fungus thing. I might start it on stream. That'll be at the end though. Wait, shit. Can I stop it? I like how he just appeared. I like how he just appeared. I can't stop it, which sucks.
Today's the final day of Thuxey's fantastic adventures. Let's go find Freminet at his camp. Hey, Freminet! Thuxey! We're here!
Hello, Paimon. Hello, Traveler.
crown ready?
Yes, we're just waiting for Zuria now. She hasn't arrived yet.
Then let's wait for her a little while. Or actually, maybe we can go find her. It's not too far from here anyway. Didn't she say she just lives on the hill over there?
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
Oh, and speaking of...
Found you two at long last. I'm so glad that you both are all right.
Huh? Why are you here, Miss Delaroche? And what could have happened to us?
What could have happened? That water imp Thelxie, of course. After I gave you that commission the other day, I began to get worried and went asking about the boy that went missing.
You can see Dragon Spine from here.
Oh, that? We've got it all figured out now. The boy you heard about was just Freminet. Even the missing fish was his fault. Don't worry, we'll help you get the fish back as soon as we're done with this job.
Oh, sorry about that. I've been diving in the area recently.
Huh? Freminet diving? No, that's not what happened at all. I've heard a completely different account. What I was told is that about a month ago, a child tied a bunch of heavy seashells onto his body and walked into this open stretch of water. He never came back. What could that be if not that water imp's work?
Are you
What?
sure?
100% sure. I've confirmed the account with several veteran fishermen I know. The child was only 8 years old. His name was Lescaut. Lescaut d'Estray.
Wait, Lescaut d'Estray?
Yeah, that's the name. They say the family took on the name after moving to the city from a place called Stray. Anyway, his mother is a pretty famous art dealer, while his father passed away from an accident many years ago. Well, naturally, his mother was devastated by the incident and fell terribly ill. It's said that she left the court of Fontaine, and no one knows where she's gone.
It can't be, right? Lescaut d'Estray? Zuria d'Estray? It must be some sort of a coincidence?
Seems like we need to pay a visit to the Discray house. Oh yeah, we do! Holy shit, there's a lot there!
I'm sorry, miss. We've gotta go check on something right now.
Oh, I see. Well, you go on ahead. I just came to make sure that you're both all right. I'll head back then. Please remember to take care.
Wow, your mood changed immediately. Bro, what? Your mood changed so fast. And she gone. Okay, we need to book it. I need to book it. One place. Good thing there's a teleport point right next to the place.
Excuse us. Is anyone here? Is this Madame d'Estray's place?
Who are you? I have a patient here who needs quiet bed rest. Please leave us be unless you have anything urgent to report.
Door opens a brief moments.
This is the residence of Zur. What did you mean by your question just now? Who else could be my patient?
Your patient should be Zuria's son, right? She told us herself that her son had contracted loneliness syndrome.
No, you're right. Young Master Lescaut did have that illness once upon a time, but he's... Well, the young master's no longer with us. And now the Madame has come down with the same illness. Are you her friends, by any chance?
What the what is this store? What is this event?
Oh. So, when she had requested time to go out over the past few days, it was so she could spend them with you.
So, if I'm understanding this right, the one who's suffering from uncontrollable delusions is the Madame herself? She believes her son is still alive?
So that's why she called the penguin her child.
That is correct. When the young master disappeared. She was organizing an art exhibit that she had specifically prepared for him. But since she had to leave the house, she was unable to see her son one last time. That might have been the trigger for her regret. Or perhaps the family's fall into loneliness and grief was inevitable as soon as the old master passed away. First the son, and then the mother.
But how could that be? She really looked like she had a handle on everything. Her smile was so lovely, and she even told us to stay optimistic. But you're saying she...
Those actions are proof that she can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality.
Then all the other things that she told us about her son, were those fake too?
No, those were all real. Although they were all things that happened before the young master left us for good. Madame's time has just never moved forward since his passing.
I see. So after her son left, she created a fantasy world where her son was still with her. She was looking for a way to cure his illness when she ran into us.
So, how is Zuria now?
She has been in a good mood the past few days, even humming a song when she returned from her stroll. She even began discussing with me the idea of using deliberate guidance to ease the illness. It was all going well, until last night. She spent a whole night staring at the shell the young master left behind, and the words that he had inscribed onto it. Then she broke down once more. I prescribed some sedatives, and she's currently resting.
But then what should we do? How can we help her? There has to be something we can do.
Finish the book.
Don't panic, Paimon. Even though this is a devastating piece of news, we must all calm down first. What should we do? I need to think. I need to remember the old house of the hall, those patients, and what their doctors said back then. What if... Dr. Jalacan, have you seen a picture book? The Madame should have brought it back with her.
Are you thinking about trying the guidance therapy she talked to me about before? It's worth a shot. I'll go get the book.
For finishing this book.
Yes, this is it.
We still need to finish the adventure in the picture book?
That's right. If what Dr. Jean Lacan said was true, the past few days have been very helpful to Zuria, so we should complete this journey. We need to show her that her child has found a happy ending in the world of her dreams.
But wouldn't that just make it harder for her to accept reality?
One must first face reality before accepting it. The Madame has been crushed by her feelings of grief and can no longer bring herself to face reality. Our first priority would be to get her out of this state.
Right. Before today, I had thought she wanted to use Thelxie's fantastic adventures to save her son. But now, I think she might need it to save herself.
Before I do this, I need to check something. Okay, it doesn't seem like there is any, It doesn't seem like there is any, post-quest, speaking with Freminet.
And if we could complete it, we should be able to give her some feeling of inspiration and closure. Maybe those feelings would be enough to give her some courage to face reality again.
We have to give it a try.
There's no time to waste. Let's set off right away.
Oh, is that what those shells were that we found? We keep seeing inscribed shells. I wonder if those were the shells that he had. Because we found several of them. Oh my god, I didn't... Wait, let me read that again. Left behind by someone... She forgot to take her medicine. That makes all the stuff she said and all the other things make a lot of sense now. One final fight.
We're here again. This is the final part of Felxie's journey, but the most important person is missing.
Everyone, please don't be so down and gloomy. Remember what she told us? If we were to feel troubled, the patient would become anxious as well.
You're right. Paimon needs to smile. If we have to give something to Zuria, it should be our smiles. We have to keep smiling as we finish this adventure. And then she'll be able to recover, right everyone?
Yeah, I'm sure she will.
Yeah, I'm sure she will.
Repeat what I say, huh?
Be careful, brave adventurers. Here comes the evil
Ow.
monsters that stole the crown. There! It means these Cyclops. Let's beat them
Shit.
up! Test them out.
With the wind! Getting keep. Watch out, everyone! They're coming at us again.
There's no need to fear. Prince Felxie looks stronger than ever today. We must be going all out.
Frost is coming!
Ow.
Born of ice and frost. Let the world collide! All hail! Oh, this is the final enemy, right? We'll reclaim the crown for you now, Your Highness!
Frost is coming! Here!
Gloves off! I'm sorry. I have to go. I made a promise to my friends, and I'm already very late.
But, Madame, you're still...
Don't try to stop me. Today's the most important day for treating Thelxie. We'll use the guidance method. Didn't you also say that you think it'd work?
I'm not trying to stop you, Madame. It's just... Could you tell me the name of your child?
Dr. Jalacan, how can you forget the name of your own patient? His name is Thelxie. He's the prince of the kingdom of water imps. We will go today to reclaim his crown and attend his coronation ceremony.
I see. Madame, please rest assured, everything is still on schedule. Your friends have already departed to find... Wait, look. They've already returned.
Zuria! Zuria! We've retrieved the crown!
Paimon, everyone, have you really?
Yes, but the coronation ceremony still hasn't taken place, because we felt like you should be the one to preside over it.
Wonderful! How wonderful! Thelxie, my child, are you hearing this? Everything you lost will now come back to you, and soon, very soon, you will never be lonely again.
I'm trying to remember. It's not called loneliness syndrome. There's a real illness for this, though. Not called loneliness syndrome, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's called something else. But Jesus Christ, man. This is deep. Why does Fontaine have the deepest emotions? Like, Meru was a step in that direction as well. But, like, Jesus, like, holy crap.
And the last page of the picture book. It's still waiting for you to illustrate in color.
Right, the picture book. But I don't know what I should put on the last page.
Crowning
Don't worry, Thelxie
him.
and his friends all know what should go on it. Get ready, Zuria. We'll describe everything for you.
Okay.
Breathe.
At last, Thelxie and his friends were able to drive off the final invading monsters and achieve a dashing victory. Their success was complete, and the recovered crown resplendent.
The water imps, finally returning to their homes, showered the prince with love and applause as he greeted them. They once again offered their precious shells to the prince and reconstructed the rainbow bridge of old. As he watched the scene unfold, the prince could not help but be touched by its beauty.
Slight segue here. We're not telling that fishing association person about what happened, right? And the fish going away, was that because of what happened, or is that still because of Freminet?
Moved by everyone's happiness, the prince stepped onto the rainbow bridge and took a good look at all the friends who had gone on the journey with him. There stood the traveler, Goddess Paimon, Freminet, and... Where's the last person? The prince looked frantically around, but could not find the person he wanted to see most. At that moment, the person suddenly appeared on the other side of the bridge. She walked towards him with a smile and slowly lifted her veil.
The prince could not hold back his tears. He recognized then that the mysterious person that had been by his side the whole time was none other than his mother. Zuria walked across the bridge and placed the crown above the prince's head. She smiled down upon him as she said, "My prince, my king, you shall never, ever need to feel lonely again."
That's the end of the story, Zuria.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am so sorry, my child. Maman should have spent more time with you. Did you hear the story? you'll never have to feel lonely again.
That is a nice crown. Also, I'm guessing that's a French way to say mama. But Jesus Christ. I had a slight suspicion early on that something was off. But this turned out way different than I thought.
Mama loves you too.
What's happening? Is Zuria talking to Thelxie?
What is Thelxie saying?
Quick, put on my diving helmet. There's a transcription module in it that's compatible with Thelxie's output signals. You should be able to use it to understand what Thelxie's saying.
Oh, interesting. Freminet walks up to you and pulls out a diving helmet before placing it on your head. Okay, before we hear what he has to say, I wonder how this looks on the outside. Do we just look like Aether wearing his helmet? Freminet's helmet? So that's what Thelxie is saying.
Mama loves you too.
But I love you more, Mamo.
Oh my god! Why? Why do you do this? Wait, what is this?
What? Did you see something?
Maman, I'm getting a little sleepy. If it's time for bed, can you hum a lullaby to me again?
What the
Of course, my dearest child. As long as you want to hear it, Mama will always hum for you.
Thank you, Maman. Your lullaby has always been my favorite. Now that I've heard it, I can return to my dream and to the kingdom of water imps in peace.
Jesus Christ.
My poor darling. Please don't forget. I will always love you. My love is greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps.
I won't forget, Maman. And so is my love for you. Greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps. Good night, Maman.
Fuck. Three days later at Freminet's camp. Okay, before I hit continue, I need the freaking God damn it. Okay, one of the benefits of not having a face cam, you won't see me freaking bawling my eyes out right now. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, why, Fontaine, do you have to do this to me? Shit. Well, if you want to hear at least you're hearing my reaction, like, god damn. I don't think this is like the first time I think I've teared up on stream or like cried on stream. Like Jesus, I don't think anything I streamed before, everything I've teared up to before was off stream, I think. I don't think I've ever teared up like this on stream before. Like, god damn. That freaking hurt. Now my eye's burning. Shit. Crying in the club right now. God damn. Whew.
Traveler, Paimon, you're here.
Freminet, why did you call us in such a hurry? Did you hear something from Zuria? Oh, if it's not good news, Paimon doesn't want to hear it.
Freaking... I'm a mess right now.
Don't worry, it's definitely great news. The Madame came here for a visit just now with her doctor. Color has returned to her cheeks, and she sounded full of energy as well. She said she'd like to return to the court to continue hosting the art exhibit. But this time, she'll work with her doctor to exhibit some picture books related to the illness.
I wish I could see where that is, but no, there's no post-credit or post-story stuff, so I kind of wish there was, because I want to see this art exhibit. I want to see what Freminet is doing after this.
Of course. Thelxie's fantastic adventures and the guidance therapy will be included in the exhibit as well.
Jesus.
She'd like to use her experience to help others.
That's wonderful! So it wasn't bad news after all.
Mm-hmm. Here, please take this picture book with you. The Madame wanted you to have it. If, at some point in the future, you were to run into someone with similar troubles, she hopes the book would be of use to you.
But this is her son's story, right? Is it really okay to give the book to us?
My only guess is that she made copies, technically.
Don't worry, it's just a copy.
Exactly.
She still has the original. It's extremely important to her.
Alright, then there's no problem. It feels good knowing we've contributed to something important. Paimon definitely didn't expect the fantasy adventure to be so useful. Paimon was a little worried about how everything would turn out. After all, fantasy is just fantasy.
Crap, I just realized. I didn't know how emotional this would get. And I didn't know this would cover some deep topic. And this is too late in the video to put a disclaimer, but I'm gonna put in the description, and I hope people read it. Because they need to know this disclaimer. Like, 2 disclaimers. 1, this event will emotionally wreck you. 2, it covers some deep shit. I'm gonna, of course, say different stuff, but you know what I mean.
Paimon, do you know what the Madame said? She said that at the moment when she placed the crown on Thelxie's head, she felt like she really saw something beautiful. Her child had returned, and he told her that he loved her.
I saw that too.
She also said that was when she was finally able to bid farewell to her son. She felt like at that moment, she was healed by some mystical power, and she was filled with courage from head to toe.
So we're just not gonna tell the Fishing Association anything that happened, right?
Oh, really? But could that just be another part of her fantasy?
Perhaps. But if fantasy is just fantasy, and the fantasy world is not real, then how could it still grant us these powers that we can continue to use in the real world?
So, perhaps fantasy is not just fantasy after all.
But what else could it be?
A descent of the fairy tale world into the real world. At that time, the wondrous fairy tale temporarily became reality and influenced real things in our world. That has to be what happened.
I mean, we're into that. Almost anything's possible.
You saw it too, didn't you?
But that can't be what happened, right? There's just no way. Wouldn't it be like a miracle if that really happened?
Yes, I suppose that would be a miracle. I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves.
That's literally a good message. This is... I did not expect this thing to have such a deep meaning. Holy shit. And that is it for the miraculous crown, but like, that's it for the event. Holy shit. Delxie's Fantastic Adventures. Wait, was that kid always in the background there? I don't know if that kid was always in the background. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that before. Wow. Like, wow. Like, Jesus, man. Why you have to tug on my heartstrings like that? Oh, I'm a freaking mess.
Ad Astra Ab. Thank you for Ad Astra.
Also, apparently Navia is gonna be the first character to be able to do expeditions in Inazuma. Or not Inazuma, Fontaine. Let's start. Okay, I would end it here, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna start this real fast. I doubt it's gonna have dialogue, but I wanna start it. Just so I can get the minigame started. Something wrong with Paimon's eyes? Is that fungus? Have they invaded the... Have they invaded Fontaine? Plus this, I need something upbeat right now. Like, Jesus. Oh, hey, whoa, you were fancy. I don't remember seeing you before. Ah, okay. Are you talking about us? What? Wait, what? It's weird seeing someone from Sumeru in Fontaine right now. Like, they're dressed in Fontaine clothing. Bongo Head, another fun guy. I needed this, by the way. I needed this after that. Like, goddamn. I think I briefly showed the fungi event before, so... It's funny, like, this event that happens, like, twice now. Or, the first event that this is the third event. The first event had our introduction to Lila in it. But now it seems to be... I bet there was also voice lines in it, but this one doesn't have voice... The later ones don't. Fungus Mechanicus. Mechanici. Mechanici... Fantastic Fiesta. It's right up our alley. Sponsorship. A Fonta project team. I need a PNG tuber, I think. I really need to at least get that, but again, I will only be able to do it on my PC. I won't be able to do it on this. On consoles. When did we get called that? I don't remember ever being called that. You can see the fungi over there. Alright, time for a new game. Okay, before we do that, Bongo Head. And Kindle Joy. So this wasn't going to be 3 hours, but me doing this other event is going to make it 3 hours. I'll get the hang of it, even if I skip past everything. Am I really that good? Jesus. I want to go to work. Okay, what's the pay like? Oh, what? I wonder if I can still check on those fungi that I talked to before when it came to, Nahida's story quest. I'm just gonna do all of these for now, and just, why not? Ayo. Um... A lot happened there. That's wrong. There we go. Oh, I'm facing different people now. Interesting. We also are the first champions of something cup, and the twin stars of brilliant valor. Okay. My guess is that this is going to be someone else. This is going to be a different person, but I won't be able to show that on stream because, of course, they're not going to be unlocked by the time I am done with this. If I did this a day later, all of them would be unlocked, and I would just run through all of them, because then I would be able to do both events, but I'm not going to wait a day. Plus, tomorrow, I'm going to see Godzilla -1, so yeah. A lot of water people. Let's try that group. Paimon? I didn't realize Paimon was playing all of a sudden. Oh, I didn't realize they were ice as well. Oh, I forgot how this played, not gonna lie. I should put some fire on this team. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a boar. Oh, I can't beat her. I'm guessing this is gonna be a different person. Maybe the last one's a different person. I gotta have a sentinel watching over him. Oh my god. Damn. I want to end this on Freminet, for obvious reasons. But yeah, that has been the Freminet Central event. I already forgot what it's called. Thelxie's Fantastic Adventures. I have completed all the minigames, the story, the deep-ass story that I did not know it was going to be that deep. And I've gotten all the rewards. Sort of. But yeah. And I've started the fungi event, which I will finish off stream, because no real, you know. But yeah. I should be back Monday for the story, or for the story mission for week 2 of Season of the Wish. And then next week, Dawning starts, so I will cover that, and the next story mission for that. And potentially at some point, start doing the story the story quests of the characters, like Freminet and stuff. But yeah, for now, that'll be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Hope you have a good day. Talk to someone if you need help with any issues. That's basically the message of this. If you're in a dark place, hopefully these videos and others that you find on YouTube will help you to help cheer you up and get you across that rainbow bridge. For now, hope you have a good day. Like, comment, subscribe on my YouTube. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.